A little bit first about overall who Domtar is. I know we're not that well known of a company. We are a leading fiber-based technology company, and we design, manufacture, market, distribute a wide variety of fiber-based products. And you can see here on this slide, really the foundation of our company is a platform of world-class fiber converting assets like the ones we have in Hawesville, Kentucky. We manufacture various grades of communication, specialty papers, and pulp. We're the largest producer and marketer of what's called uncoated free sheet, but that's your tablet paper, your copy paper, the type of office paper that we all use every day. And then where we've really been growing is in what we call our personal care business, but we produce baby diapers, adult incontinence products, and other personal care products. Overall, historically, Domtar, we're the largest in North America in terms of producing communication papers, and you can see that it basically accounts for 50% of our sales. In 2014, Domtar sales as an overall corporation was $5.6 billion. Those sales took place in over 50 countries. We're primarily concentrated in the US, Canada, and Europe. Communication papers, as you're aware, is with electronic substitution, is we've seen our core market decline. This slide shows that a 3 to 5% year-over-year decline is what we've been experiencing really since 2001. And we don't expect that to change in the future. And so what we've been doing is it's really created an opportunity for us to diversify our product mix and our business and to build out this personal care business so that we have a bright and sustainable future. You can see our pulp business is now 23% of our sales and growing at about 1 to 2% a year. The personal care business is 16% of our company sales and growing at 3 to 4%. And then our specialty papers is 11% of what we produce, and it's growing about at the rate of GDP growth. And what's interesting is I joined Domtar 4.5 years ago, and if you were to look at this same slide 4.5 years ago, we were essentially 80% communication papers, probably 18% pulp, and about 2% personal care. And so it can really give you an idea. We've done a lot of kind of transforming our business over the last 4.5 years, and there's certainly more to come in the future. But it helps us as we're working with our employees at Hawesville and at other Domtar locations. Yes, we're working in a declining communication papers market, but there's some exciting opportunities in other markets that we're transitioning into. A little bit more about Domtar. We're headquartered in Fort Mill, South Carolina, which is basically a suburb. People there would probably shoot me for saying that, but it's essentially a suburb of Charlotte. North Carolina is the largest city right nearby. It's just on the other side of the North Carolina-South Carolina border. And we now have 9,800 employees worldwide. Most of those are in the US and Canada. At our Hawesville pulp and paper location, we have a total of 456 employees. And then here in Owensboro, we have a converting plant with about another 65 employees there. And so what they do at Owensboro is we produce large rolls of paper. They take that and they cut it down to the 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, the different size that our end-use customers utilize. The hourly workforce is represented by the United Steelworkers, Local 1261. And one thing that we've really been focusing on and emphasizing is we absolutely have to have an engaged workforce to be successful and thrive for the future. And so really transitioning from a more traditional manufacturing mindset to really having everybody in the entire plant have clear understanding of how what they do contributes to the overall goals and priorities of the facility, and really been stressing, emphasizing continuous improvement. And the people that are working closest to the manufacturing process, they have some fabulous ideas in terms of how we can improve our operations. So that's really been an exciting area we've been working. So a little more specifically about our mill. Our mill started up in Hancock County in 1967. It was originally a brown paper operation, and it was Western Kraft, or called Westcor back then. Here on the picture you can see that's the Ohio River behind, and that's the Hamilton locks that are being built at that time. And if you look, a little bit hard to see with the lighting in this room, but basically the facility is massive compared to how we started in 1967. The first paper machine, the first communication paper machine started up in 1981. It's called our Kentucky Thoroughbred H1. still operates today. And then H2 started up in 1998. It has a North American speed record and operates at speeds about 50 miles per hour is what it's producing paper continuously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so you can see back in 1969, the facility started in 67 producing brown grades. We produced our first bleached grades in 1969, making 220 tons a day. And then you can see currently we make over 1,600 tons a day of uncoated freesheet paper, and then another 230 tons a day of market pulp that's shipped around the world. And what's interesting, that market pulp machine has been running since 1969. Our biggest, largest customer is the same one that we've had since 1969, which in this day and age you just don't see and hear, but I think it speaks a lot to the quality and the continuous improvement focus of our team, and certainly we appreciate that partnership with our customer. I'm not going to cover all these paper grades, but the moral of the story is as the communication papers, like these, are continuing to decline, it's really created an exciting opportunity for our team to do a lot of product development and get into other non-traditional paper grades. And it's been very fascinating and exciting time at the plant. And just to cover a few of the highlights, if you think about it, at your gas pumps where you get the thermal receipt paper, we make some of that type of paper. Or the point-of-sale coupons, either at the checkout at Kroger or in the aisles, that's printed on Domtar paper. Fast food takeout bags, we've gotten into that. Label-based stock. We probably touch your lives in ways that a lot of people don't even think about. And yes, the copy paper is declining, but a lot of these other markets are continuing to grow. So it's been an exciting time, and I cannot compliment the team that we have at the plant enough. They've been very innovative, very creative, have a can-do attitude. When I got to the plant 4.5 years ago, they recognized that, look, if we don't start developing these other grades, we're not going to have a future if we just wait and continue to produce the copy paper. These grades are a lot more technically challenging, they're less productive, but they realized it's our future. And they told me, Steve, if you need polka dotted paper, we'll figure out how to make you polka dotted paper. And so we've worked together and really stretched way beyond what we thought was possible on machines. And we continue. We've got more trials starting next week. We're getting into FDA food grades. It's a process we've been working on over the last 1.5 years, is qualifying our H1 paper machine to make FDA grades, and excited about those possibilities. Included this slide here, and it's a slide of the first day of kindergarten, and I think it's an interesting example of the variety of ways that we touch our lives and we really don't think about it. And Domtar doesn't necessarily make every type of paper that's on here, but at my plant, I probably make 90% of what you see on that particular slide. And you think of everything from flashcards to the writing papers to different posters, books, stickers that are used in the classroom. Our plant had a hand in creating most of those products that you see on this slide. We're very proud of our leadership in sustainability in the paper industry, and we were the first paper company to partner with the Rainforest Alliance and create a sustainability standard and certified paper that we sell to our customers. And that was over 15 years ago that we started doing that. It's been interesting. Our competition slowly has kind of come on board and followed our lead, which we're great to see because we're all part of the global environment. But we were the first paper company to partner with the World Wildlife Fund, Rainforest Alliance, and to offer the FSC certified paper to our customers. And we really recognize that, without sustainable trees and managed forests, we don't have a future. And so we're very interested in inviting in important organizations and sharing what we're doing. We're very proud of what we're doing to manage these in a sustainable manner, and they've provided excellent input and feedback, and we really appreciate the partnerships we have with these groups. Looking locally, we also work on sustainability, and in 2014 we won an industry-wide award for leadership and sustainability for our barge and loading project and greenhouse gas reductions that we've had at our plant. That project represented a $10 million investment that Domtar made that not only reduced our environmental footprint, it also made us more cost competitive, and it also removed a lot of trucks off the local roads, which made the local roads safer. I know Judge McCaslin can attest to. I mean, it took 50,000 truck trips a year off the local roads in Hancock County, which the local community certainly appreciates. Those trucks were going by the local schools in our community, so we're very proud of our accomplishment there. The paper industry has been green way before it was ever kind of in vogue to be green. And what we didn't do historically is we did not do a good job of marketing and informing people about the good things that we had going on in our manufacturing plants. And what a lot of people don't realize, yes, we're a big energy consumer, but we produce the vast majority of we produce all the steam and about 80% of the electricity that we produce. And it's actually produced with green fuel sources. And so what we do is, you think about a tree, is there's no part of that tree that goes to waste. You know, the bark cannot be used in the manufacture of pulp and paper products, but we can use it to generate steam and electricity at the plant. So that's what we do with the parts of the tree that we can't utilize. And then there's also a giant chemical recovery process to help us be more efficient at the plant. And what that does is, as we're breaking those wood chips down, there's organics, and it's called lignin, that we remove from the process. And it actually has a lot of energy value. And so we concentrate that, and we use that to generate green steam and electricity for our plant. And to put it into perspective, our plant now, I want to be clear, we don't sell power to the open market. This is just for our own internal purposes, but to help you appreciate and understand the amount of electricity that we're producing on an annual basis. We produce enough green electricity on an annual basis to power 22,600 homes a year. And so it's a sizable power plant that we have at our own facility. And then we buy the remaining portion of our power from Kenergy, and fortunate to serve on that board as well. You can see our turbine generator operation won an Energy Star Award from the EPA and Department of Energy back in 2005. I'm very proud. And again, we just haven't done a good enough job over the years of really promoting the positive things that we do at our plant from an environmental perspective.